the previous video.
Oh,
Okay, I welcome you, Ms. Gileta, on this platform of ICCS Bharat. And yesterday we have celebrated International Yoga Day. Professor Amarjeev Lochan is with us. He is General Secretary of ICCS Bharat and Professor of History in Delhi University.
Namaste, namaste everybody.
namaste. Hello. Namaste.
Namaste. We'll meet soon again. Please continue.
Namaste.
So today world is seeing too much clashes, too much wars. There is too much conflicts. So how yoga can give a solution to all the conflicts, to initiate the dialogue, to remove the stress and reduce the stress and conflict both. How yoga can communicate and make a connection between the old civilizations and the new civilizations and the all the other traditions, cultures of and communities of this world from west to east. So yoga, can it connect the people, the community, and if it can connect, how it will be possible, how yoga can be a tool to bring peace in this world. So I again welcome Ms. Gileta. So please, Ms. Gileta, this platform is yours now.
Hello, good afternoon for everyone. Thank you. You are here, you are listening, and you are interested in yoga, in Ayurveda. At first, I want to introduce myself. I am yoga teacher. I was interested in yoga before 15 years. So I started from simple yoga classes and I went deeper. So now I am here in front of you with some knowledges, deep knowledges about yoga and Ayurveda, about knowledges with knowledges about communication between peoples, yoga peoples in whole world. So there was question and there was topic about how yoga can help to communicate for whole world. So I think what I think and how it's going on from old years till now, that yoga communicates with person at first, and person must start with yoga for himself. At first, person must know about body, how body works, how mind works, how senses works. Only these things, knowing these things and practical knowledges and practices, they give peace of mind. And when you practice in the right way, why I am telling in the right way? Because of now there are a lot of yoga studios, yoga classes, a lot of varieties of yoga. And if to be open and to see open that not every person can teach, not every, because of to work with people to work in a class, to give knowledges, the teacher at first have to be professional, and teacher have to be with big practical knowledges, and the teacher have to be very, very sensitive for every person. So you have to be very, very careful to choose where you're going and what are you studying in these yoga classes. To do asana, it is very simple. To do pranayamas also, it is very simple. But when we start to do some practices of attention, some practices of concentration, some practices of meditation, so then we can do mistakes in these things. And these mistakes will take us not in very right way in our life. If we want to be with peaceful mind. So we have to practice in right way. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of classes of yoga, a lot of studios, and what they do sometimes, they try to connect the other studios, other communities together, and to do meditations together. So we have yoga day. In this day, in every town, in every country, we celebrate yoga day. And these celebrations also gives to us some togetherness between countries and continents. Gives to us some peace. So Sage Patanjali, everything he wrote in a Yoga Sutras about yoga, about techniques, about how to clean a mind, how to clean a speech, how to clean body, how to meditate. All techniques are in Yoga Sutras. We can only take and use in the right way. And for nobody and never yoga did bad thing. Because of yoga change our lives, change our thoughts, change our behavior, change our style of communication. Yoga as a tool is a very, very serious, and if you do only asanas, if you do only some pranayama practices, this is good. This is good for your body. This is good for your health, physical health. But there are a lot of other practices which change your mind, which change your thought. So at first you have to find the right teacher who will guide you, Then what world need now? So world need good teachers of yoga, good practicants of yoga, yeah? And then only we will have benefits in this field. And when yoga is connected with Ayurveda knowledges, so it's becoming very strong and serious tool to improve and to change the world. As more people will go with yoga, and as more people will go in the right way with yoga, as more peaceful we will be, our minds will be calm, and our minds will work for us and for other people also. Because of who practice, they know how it works, how mind works after long practicing of yoga and different techniques of yoga. A lot of things changing, really changing, as I mentioned, like behavior, like a line of thinking, and so how it can touch and or not touch everyone. As more people will go with yoga, with these changes, more peaceful we will be. If we connect with Ayurveda, with a way how to heal bodies, how to fight with some diseases, as healthier we will be, as more wealth we will have. So there are a lot of new yoga classes, new yoga styles. Some are maybe made for some joy, some are made like some new things from nowadays people's minds. How it works, we will see in the future. But as more people have attraction to yoga, this is more good for world, for peace. What next question we can talk about? This is
there any similarity between the yoga practices and the
Oh.
ancient customs and traditions of Europe?
Thank you. From old times, actually, if to talk about Pagonis, and if we talk about Lithuanian Romuva community, so we can find some similarities because of we have similar celebrations to provide in communities some like I can't tell actually that it was some physical practices in Lithuanian old ancient times communities. It was not. I think it was not. But there was some rituals similar with Hindu culture. Yes, like fire ceremony, some ceremonies for sun, some ceremonies for moon, for other planets. or even for gods. We had these things in our history, yeah, and in our culture. Something about techniques like yoga here we not have, and we not had from history. I never hear about that. Only some ceremonies, some rituals for communities to make togetherness, to thank some gods or to ask from gods some health or wealth. It was. And it makes also very, very good connection between people because of the ceremony for fire ceremony. It always gives very good connection. It is something like meditation in front of fire. And here some communities still do because of we have here now coming one festive. It will be tomorrow. And still this day we make a fire and we dance and we sing the songs. And this event and this celebration is in every community, in every town in Lithuania, even Lithuania, Latvia. We are like sisters in these two countries, so some celebrations we do together. Yes.
And how has the popularity of yoga grown in Western world, and what factors have contributed to its widespread adoption in Western world? Why yoga is so popular nowadays?
Here in Europe, yoga always are. Our people thinks, and this is actually that yoga goes together with Ayurveda. Even from ancient times, yoga is separated from Ayurveda. This is nothing together with Ayurveda, yoga and Ayurveda. Even they are wrote in different Vedas, yeah.
Ravi Shankarji, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Ravi Shankarji, if I'm allowed, can I have some my observation on this issue?
Yes.
Jileta ji is doing the best of the best as always. It's a great pleasure to hear your explanation. The question regarding why yoga is popular, getting popular by Shri Ravi Shankar ji, and what Jileta ji just said about the popularity being going together rather with the Ayurveda. But I think the fire of yoga is much more in global level, in Western level at least, in almost all countries. But the Ayurveda is not picking up in that speed. The Ayurveda is a challenging element for the medication for people. So yoga goes into some sort of acceptance for the people, giving them a stretch of body, soul, and mind. But Ayurveda is still not getting that much popularity in non-Indian parts of the world. So this is a question which we have to work out, because I think Jileta ji is teaching yoga and Patanjali Sutra. She may also helping us in knowing and promoting scientific values are not known by people abroad.
She is also practicing Ayurveda.
So she may be knowing very well about that. Scientific practices and elements out of Ayurveda practices are not into the masses of the people globally. So that is a missing thing because there are some researches done scientifically on Ayurvedic medicines, but they are not published in regional languages in Europe or other places. So that might be a boosting point for putting Ayurveda also, if not at par with yoga, but at least higher, little higher than what we have today. This is my personal observation. Sorry for interrupting.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I want to explain a little bit in simple way and from simple people's eyes, how they see yoga. Because of here, when we have yoga, when we do yoga classes, when people started to interest in yoga, it always was like something about health. That's why I'm telling that people knows what it is Ayurveda, but they knows in very that it's something together with yoga. That if you practice yoga, so some knowledges you will get about Ayurveda too. People expect that, and only because of actually here in Europe now, what's going on? People really take Ayurveda. Simple people. I am talking about people who is not in health in system they are nothing about medicines and they know nothing about system of what is Ayurveda. Yeah, so they think that yoga is together with Ayurveda, but Ayurveda is something about like a little bit knowledges, some little bit supplements, some little bit scheduler of a day, these things. And a lot of yoga teachers gives these knowledges for people. So if to go deeper with these knowledges, we have to do a very big job here about Ayurveda, very big job, because of only few people and few persons can explain and can give
I
class.
agree. I fully agree with you. I fully agree with you. Thank you.
Yeah. So these two, yoga and Ayurveda, yoga is like some people takes yoga like only physical things like asanas and pranayama. What I see in nowadays, maybe last 3-4 years, that yoga instructors started to disconnect all things what Patanjali wrote about yoga. They started to take some small things from context and to give for people like a big class. I don't know it is good or bad, but that's why I talk from a beginning of our conversation. I said that people must choose very, very carefully the yoga teachers to whom they go, because of I see from my eyes what's going on, what class is going on. Some classes and knowledges are took from big context and to put in, and people are lost sometimes. They start to go to yoga, they do asanas, but they are getting benefit only for physical body. That's all. That's all. And then they disappoint. They disappoint because of there are no everything what you can get from yoga if you go in right way and if you practice in right way. When you receive in one class all steps, step by step, and all steps, all if we take Ashtanga yoga, so there are 8 steps, yeah. So in every class, you have to get all these 8 steps, even simple exercises, simple exercises from every step. It is yama, it is niyama, it is asana, it is pranayama, it is dharana, dhyana, it is, but there are in every this step, it is simple exercise and it is advanced exercise. No, I am talking not about asanas, I am talking about concentration exercises, about dhyana exercises, about in different steps. There are different exercises from simple to advanced. And the good teacher, good yoga teacher, professional yoga teacher, he must to guide in right way, but not to take standing on a head and to put in first class or in third class or even in fifth class of yoga. But a lot of people, a lot of teachers do like that. So here, this is maybe our mistake of governments, that it was not there was not normal academies or normal institutions here who can teach and to prepare yoga teachers in the right way. As I know, there are universities in India. Universities prepare yoga teachers in a right way. So, but here we not have. Here we not have. Only some academies we have here. Now, maybe last 5-8 years, we started to prepare yoga teachers with knowledges about body, about physiology, anatomy, and all main things what they have to know. But when yoga came in Europe, maybe 40 years ago or 30 years ago, nobody knows what is it. It was like magic, something not academical knowledges. I am talking here always about academical knowledges because of they have some structure and some. It is good if you in India also you can find good teachers and good studies. But in some schools also there are only quick course, and a lot of yoga teachers, they take 2 weeks course and they come here and start to work with people, with the groups. Where is the benefit for that people who come to these classes? Benefits is only for physical body little bit. That's all. But this is not everything, but what yoga can give to person, for even for peace of mind. Because of to get a peace of mind, you have to work, and to work continuously with different practices. This is not one day or 1 month's practice to get a peace of mind and connection between body, mind, and soul. It takes time. It takes time.
So, what is your advice? What precaution should people take while doing yoga?
At first, to find a good teacher, professional teacher of yoga.
How to identify a good
here,
teacher?
Even here we have in Europe, really, who have a lot of practical knowledges, theoretical knowledges, and governments now they allowed to do institutions, and they in some countries, in Germany, in Sweden, in Bulgaria, in Switzerland, in a lot of European countries, government made a law that if you want to be a teacher of yoga, if you want to be a teacher of pranayama, if you want to be a teacher of meditation, if you want even to work on a health and wealth for people with groups, so you must have 2 years of studies in government approved program. These are some universities which has some like schools near universities which prepares yoga teachers or specialists for wealth and health, East culture style. Yoga, also China medicine, also Tibetan medicine, also Ayurveda. So at first you have to have 1 year or 2 years, it depends on a country, course and diploma approved by government. And I think this is very good thing. This is very good thing. And now we did in Lithuania also, but this is not about yoga, but about Ayurveda, that if you want to be Ayurveda doctor or Ayurveda practitioner, so you have, and to work with people, so you have to have some 2 years course education. It is good.
Thank you, Ms. Gileta. Thank you for coming with us, and I hope if such a type of precautions will be taken, a good yoga guru will be chosen, then yoga will benefit the people, not only of India, but of all the world. Thank you very much.